Hello to everyone listening to this video or anyone who is going to listen to this video. So today I'm going to speak a little bit about advice that I have for anyone who has to work at a desk. So that could be a student, someone working in an office, an artist. And the reason I'm making this video is because as I am a student and have had to work inside for a lot of this year, I've had to find different ways to make my work more dynamic and allow me to actually focus and create what I want to create with my time to the best of my abilities. And so I thought I'd just share a couple of these things with whoever watches this video. So my first tip is when we sit at a desk all day long, we tend to end up constricting our breath. And this could be because we're maybe eager to finish, and so in kind of holding on to the end of the task, we sort of end up cramping up our bodies and we restrict our air, and that actually leads to us receiving less oxygen, which actually makes our work and our concentration less effective. So my first tip is, if you find yourself at a desk and you're getting tired and you're getting frustrated, take a moment to just breathe, and breathe through your nose, because when you breathe through your nose, you humidify the air coming through your nasal passage, which actually makes it easier for your lungs to absorb the oxygen from the air. And absorbing more oxygen in your lungs means your brain has more oxygen, which helps the concentration and helps with just generally studying better. My second tip is to get some movement in your body, because one thing we do when we sit for a long time is we actually crouch our body inwards, which also is, we're not expanding, we're not breathing like how we should, and our muscles are taking a toll. For instance, when you work at a desk, a lot of the time you get muscle problems in your shoulders, and sometimes we can also allow our anxiety to manifest in the way we hold our body through how we sort of hold our hands. So for instance, I have a tic where I move my finger like this, or I move my hand like that, and sometimes by the end of the day, after I've worked all day long, I have pains in my hands and I'm like, what is this? And it's just because I didn't allow myself to feel the stress mentally, so my body took the toll. So by movement, I mean just rotating your wrists, rotating your ankles, your elbows, rotating your shoulders, and just having a moment during your break to take a rest and go, I deserve to slow down for a second. I deserve to just release the anxiety that I've actually built up in my body. And so, yeah, a good way to do that is literally just, just rotate different parts of your body, rotate your joints, and just take a moment to actually allow your blood to flow more easily and your energy to flow more easily around your body, which we constrict a lot of the time when we're stressed out doing work. Another way I've been releasing energy is actually by dancing, like having intermittent dance breaks. And this is a perfect way to release all of the tension that we have from sitting down for so long. Just for 10 minutes, get your favorite music on and dance around your room, dance like crazy. And I mean, if you are outside, like you happen to be in a library and you're doing work, this might be a bit more difficult because you might feel like, I don't want people to see me dancing like a crazy person in the hallway. But just getting up and literally like doing high knees or something and allowing your body and your blood to just flow around, and to realize, oh yeah, I actually have a body and I'm capable of using it, and to not feel cramped inside it, I find that's a really important and effective way of actually doing productive work. Another piece of advice, which you guys have probably heard before, is drink water. So I was actually listening to a podcast recently, a podcast called Feel Better, Live More, with the host Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, and he had a woman on the program who was a neuroscientist who was linking nutrition to neuroscience and to brain health. And the first thing she said for having good brain health through our diet is drinking water, because when we drink water, water is such a important part of the chemical reactions that take place in our brain. And so the more water we drink, the faster our reaction time, and the more likely we are able to concentrate and absorb information. So drinking water can really help us to sort of stay tuned into what we're actually having to do. Another one is I actually did an Ayurvedic head massage in one of my meditations recently, the acceptance and inner peace meditation video. And Ayurvedic head massages involves tapping your head, which are also Qigong head massages. Qigong and Ayurveda have a lot of crossovers, and I think that's because with ancient sciences of the body, you find similar ways and techniques of actually dealing with your energy, because prana and chi are basically the same thing. So the idea of this massage actually is just tap your head like this, is you're getting more blood flow around your head, which is actually giving your brain more fluid, more blood, more oxygen, allowing you to concentrate more again. And this is something that after hours sitting at a desk we can struggle with. And so actually tapping your head a little bit, even if you look like if you look a bit strange, it doesn't matter. It's gonna help to really do the work that you need to do. And my last bit of advice is, if it is sunny where you are and you're able to go outside, go and sit by a tree. Go with your laptop, sit by a tree, sit in the sun, and just take a moment. And just sitting in nature relaxes our bodies to such an extent that actually our ability to work may be enhanced, because we're already in a state of, okay, I can relax. I don't need to feel tense. And when we are tense and we're working, our bodies retain that memory of the stress that we had in the library, and it makes us subconsciously more averse to actually doing the work. Whereas if we have moments in the day where we go, okay, I'll do an hour of work and then I'll do crazy dancing for 10 minutes, there is something in us that will actually make us more prone to want to go back and do that work with actual excitement and joy. And that's how it should be with work. I mean, we're all doing things that are creative and wonderful and interesting, and we shouldn't allow our bodies to take the toll of the stress that may come with our creative endeavors. We shouldn't allow our bodies to take the toll entirely. So yeah, those are my few tips. I hope they were helpful. I hope that whatever you're doing is going really well, and that with these tips you can just learn to concentrate more and to absorb information more easily. And yeah, take what you want from this. These are just my ways of kind of coping, because obviously at the moment we've all been stuck inside, and it can feel very cramped in our space, and especially in our bodies, when we aren't able to move as much as we'd like to. So these small things can really go a long way towards just feeling more grounded in ourselves and feeling more present. So yeah, have a lovely day and loads of love. Happy working. Mwah.